Hello everybody, today we're going to be focusing on twists and binds. So we're going to be working into the spinal rotations and learning how to twist effectively that is safe for your body. So I'm going to have you sit in a comfortable seat, cross-legged position, have the heels underneath your knees, and then you can take your hands behind your buttock bones, your sit bones, and you can roll out the flesh from this side. So this just makes sure that we're sitting on top of the sit bones and not sort of collapsing on the flesh from the outside. You can place your hands on your knees, start to soften the shoulders, and then gently close your eyes. Starting to soften into your body fully. Noticing the rise and the fall of your breath. Allowing the head to stabilize on the top of your shoulders. Keeping the spine long on top of the sit bones. So from the crown of your head to the base of your tailbone, the whole spine is straight, the spine is tall, in one line. Starting by centering yourself into your practice, into your space, sort of puts you into this present moment, where you can focus on your sensations, your body sensations, your breath, and your mind. You allow the past to be what it is, and you allow the future to be where it is. You simply focus on what is in the now. Taking a deep breath into your body, and a big sigh all the way out. Bring your hands to heart center. Allow the shoulder blades to soften. With a soft inhale to the top of your chest. Exhale, bow your forehead to your heart. Releasing the thinking part of our brain to the deep wisdom that lies in our hearts. Release the hands to your knees. Slowly lift your chin and then open your eyes. Okay, let's start lying flat on your back. Props today, I forgot to say this before, we're going to be using 2 blocks. So make sure you have 2 blocks by your side. And then, yeah, we should be fine for now. So 2 blocks by your side, lie flat on the mat and simply just release. Release your whole body. Allow the hips to fully release. Let the legs be long, let the arms be long. Bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. So a gentle hug here. Let the hips soften. Let the shoulder blades firm into the mat. And allow the tailbone to sort of curl underneath, so your lower back is pressing flat into the mat. Now interlace your fingers over the right shin, stretch the left leg forward and have it flat on the floor. So your left leg is long on the floor, your right leg is bent and interlaced with the hands. Now using your hands, can you pull the knee, the right knee, closer towards your right shoulder? Keep both shoulder blades on the floor as you pull the knee closer. Keep the left thigh flat on the floor. Good, release. Switch sides. Bend the left knee into your chest. Pull the left knee closer to your left shoulder and firm the right thigh flat on the floor. Make it heavy. Can you pull the left knee closer to your left shoulder? Come back to center and then switch right side again. Hug the right knee into your chest, flex your left foot. Now place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, outside of your right knee. Lower the right knee towards the left side for a spinal twist. Right knee towards the left side. Now in this twist, can you align your right outer hip with the knee? So the thigh bone of your right leg is parallel. Keep that. See if you can lower the right knee towards the floor. So you should feel a stretch in the right outer hip. Come back to center. Hug the right knee into your chest. And then release. Switch sides. Left knee into your chest. Hug and pull the left knee closer to your left shoulder. Keep the right foot flexed. Right leg heavy. Now right hand outside your left knee. Lower the left knee closer to the right side. So left knee lowers towards the right side. Can you feel the stretch in your left side outer hip? Lower the left knee towards the right, feeling the stretch. Very good. Come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. And then release. Shake the legs out. Okay, now slide your feet together so the inner thighs touch. Now bring the arms over your head, full stretch. Can you stretch the arm bones long and stretch the fingertips towards the back of the room? Now kick your heels forward, extend the legs very long. Now imagine there's two people on opposite sides of your body pulling you in opposite directions. So the whole body gets very, very long. Lengthen the arms, pull the fingertips back. Kick your heels forward. Imagine you're trying to step on something in front of you. Stretch well, lengthen the sides of your waist. Hold. Good, and then release. Hug your knees to your chest. Slowly roll up. Downward facing dog. Have both hands shoulder width apart. Feet are hip width apart. And you push them out with your hands. Lengthen the whole body. Arms are long, legs are long, spine is long. Come forward into plank. Lower down knees, chest and chin. Come forward, cobra. Mini back bend here. Squeeze the elbows together. Allow the shoulder blades to flow down towards the lower back and chin comes up. Tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Full stretch. Have your feet mat width apart. So feet are wide, feet are mat width apart. Now walk your hands back to your feet for a forward fold. So as you forward fold, allow the whole body to release. Let the legs be straight. Let the upper body release. Now keeping this position, keeping your legs straight, can you shift your weight into your toes? Shift your weight into your toes, but push the front thighs back. So the front of your thighs, push it towards the back of your thighs. Keeping your legs straight, shifting your weight forward and towards your toes. So your sit bones want to reach up towards the ceiling. Pull the upper body down towards the floor, elbows towards the floor. Very good. Slowly stack the spine, slowly come back up. Arms over your head, palms touch. And then release. Good. Now come down to the floor, sitting on your knees. Have a seat on your heels. Interlace your fingers, push the palms forward. So sitting here tall with a nice and tall spine. Balancing the head, the neck, the spine, and the tailbone in the same line. Now bring the arms over your head, full stretch. Okay, in this position here, can you think of somebody pulling you up towards the ceiling? Now the index finger knuckle, make it face up towards the ceiling. So you might have to spin the hands a little bit backwards. Keep the inner edges of the arms long as you stretch up, inhale. Exhale, turn and twist towards your right. Can you roll the right shoulder back? Left shoulder comes forward, but bring the upper arms behind the ears. Upper arms behind the ears. Even more upper arms behind the ears. Good, come back to the center. Lower the arms and release. Switch the grip of your fingertips. So other thumb on top. Interlace the fingers, push the arms forward, lengthen. So inner arms are long, spine is tall. Keep that. Inhale, arms up. Index finger knuckle up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the inner arms very, very long. Hold here. Full stretch. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, turn and twist towards your left. So you rotate the spine towards your left. Can you roll the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward? Turn the abdomen. Upper arms behind the ears. Good, come back to center and then release the arms. Good. Keeping the knees together, separate the feet mat width apart. Now take the hands on top of your calf muscles and then roll the calf muscles out. Sit in between your heels. Now, if your hips don't touch the mat, I want you to take a block and to have a seat on the block. Reason being, if your hips are not touching the floor, all of the body weight is going to come into your knees, and we don't want too much pressure to be on the knees. So having a seat on the block to lift your hips higher puts less pressure on the knees. However, if your knees are okay and your hips can touch the floor, then no block, because this will give your thighs a deeper stretch. Now make sure the inner heels, the inner edges of your heels are touching the outer hips. Bring the toes closer towards your outer hips so that the toes point back. Keeping this. Interlace the fingers, push the palms forward, reach forward, inner arms long. Spine tall, inhale, arms up, reach up. Full stretch, ribcage comes in, upper arms come back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turn and twist towards your right. Can you bring the upper arms behind your ears? Use the shoulders, upper arms behind the ears as you twist and rotate even more. Keeping your rotation, release the left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you on the floor. Now push the right fingertips into the mat to lift the spine, and then exhale, turn and twist. Exhale, turn and twist, looking over your right shoulder. So you want to slide the abdomen from left side to right side. Slide the shoulder blades from right side to left side. Left side to right side, my mistake. Twist even more. You get what I mean though. Good, come back to center, both arms reach up, and then release. Stay, keep the legs. Other thumb interlace on top, push forward with the arms, lengthen. Inhale, arms up, full stretch. Spine tall, inhale, lengthen, reach up. And then exhale, turn and twist towards your left. So the right side of your abdomen rolls over towards the left. Upper arms stay behind the ears. Firm the shoulder blades into the upper back and then turn and twist. Turn and twist as much as you can, as best as you can, any amount. Keeping your twist, release the right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you on the floor. Push your fingertips into the mat to lift the spine. Lift the spine tall, 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 and then exhale, turn and twist. You can use your right fingertips to push against the left knee, and this gives you more leverage to twist. Firming the shoulder blades into your upper back, looking behind your left shoulder. Come back to center, both arms reach up. And then release. Very nice. Hands on the floor. Lean onto your knees. Tuck your toes. And very slowly come back into downward dog. Now taking your time here. You are sending the blood flow back into your legs. So even if it takes you time, take your time. You can walk out the knees, walk out the legs one by one. You can stretch the legs straight, pull the muscles up your kneecap. And breathe deeply as you lengthen in a full stretch. Walk the hands back to your feet, forward fold. Inhale, slowly come back up. Bring the arms over your head, palms touch. And then release. Okay, going for some side bends now. Keep the feet together, stand at the top of your mat. Now the outer hips, grip them in towards your sacrum. Your sacrum is this flat bone where the Lululemon logo is. This flat bone here, that's your sacrum. So the outer hips here, pull them inwards towards the sacrum and push your hips forward. So the glutes are on. Now, whoops, keep the front thighs pushing back. Front thighs push back. You're standing tall on your legs. Interlace the fingers, push the palms forward, full stretch. Inhale, arms over your head, reach up. Lengthen. Exhale, bend towards your right. So side bend over towards your right. Fingertips reach towards the right. Hips push towards the left. Can you roll the right shoulder forward? Upper arms behind the ears. Hold it here. So you should feel length, feeling length in the left side body. Can you reach the right arm even more? Very nice. Come down more. Good, come back to the center. And then release. Other thumb on top. Interlace the fingers, push the palms forward, lengthen. Inhale, arms up over your head, full stretch. Exhale, bend over to your left. As you push your hips towards the right, can you roll the left shoulder forward, right shoulder comes back. So in the front camera, in the front mirror, your two shoulders should be in one line. Reaching more towards the left, push your hips towards the right. Lengthen the left arm long. Keep the thighs pushing back, outer hips gripping into the sacrum. I know it's a lot, but stay with me. Hold it here, breathing deeply. Come down. Come down, breathing deeply. Good, come back to center. And then release. Roll the shoulders back. Very good, and roll the shoulders forward. So to create a twist, we want the spine to be very long. So working in this direction upwards and also working the side body really lengthens the side waist so that we can twist even better and even deeper with less risk of injury. Okay, twisting series. Let's have one block at the back of your mat, and then you're going to have a seat on it. Stretch the legs straight out in front of you. Okay, bend the right foot and place it flat on the mat. Now slide the right heel very close to the block, as close as you can. Flex the left foot. So sitting tall on the block, hands beside you, lift. Interlace the fingers, push the palms forward, both arms reach up. Upper arms stay behind the ears. Turn and twist towards your right. So almost the same thing as just now. Upper arms behind the ears, lengthen the inner arms long, and twist towards the right. Now, the left elbow is going to hook over your right knee. Right hand comes behind you on the floor. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, turn and twist. Look over the right shoulder. Looking over the right shoulder, have the rib cage, have the chest facing the right side. And then looking over the right shoulder. Good, come back to center, both arms reach up. Exhale, release. Switching sides. Asana 3, this pose. Bend the left foot, left heel close to the block. Extend the right leg long. Now both fingertips on the floor beside you. Inhale, lengthen. Interlace the other thumb on top. Palms forward, palms push forward, inner arms long. Inhale, arms over your head, reach up. Lengthen the side waist very well. Lengthen tall, and then twist towards your left. Keep the upper arms behind the ears. Upper arms behind the ears. Upper arms behind the ears. Chest facing the left side. Good, now bend the right elbow and place the right elbow outside the left knee. Left hand on the floor behind you, push into the mat to lift. Exhale, turn and twist. You can use the right elbow to push against the left knee, and this will help you create a deeper twist. Can you firm the shoulder blades into your upper back? Lift up tall, and then turn and twist, looking over your left shoulder. Good, come back to center, both arms reach up, and then release. Both legs straight, go for a forward fold. Any amount, bow the forehead down, let the body rest. Slowly come back up, bend the knees, and then take the blocks out. Okay, let's come into all fours. Tabletop position. Find a neutral spine. Now, bring the right knee into the center of the mat, and then send the left knee behind the right knee. So the knees are stacked. Separate the feet to the edges of the mat, and then sit on the mat, sit on the floor. So in this position, your knees are stacked. Your two sit bones are sitting on the floor. Now, if you're leaning up in any way, you can take a block and you can also sit on the block. If your knees are not stacking, that's okay. Stay wherever you can. As always, we try to get into the pose as best as we can. No need to force, no need to pull on your body. Just do what you can, because yoga is not about getting into the pose. It's more about learning to deal with, learning to realize what's happening with your body. Sitting up tall. Inhale, arms over your head, reach up tall. Exhale, hinge forward any amount. Push the outer hips back as you hinge the body forward. You might feel a deep sensation in the outer hips, in the groin. Hold it here and start to realize what you're feeling. Just go to wherever you can. When you can't go any further, hands to the floor, and then walk the fingertips forward as much as you can. Bow the whole body forward, relax the forehead down. Slowly come back up, tall spine. Now release the top knee, release the right foot and place it flat on the floor outside your left knee. So the right foot is outside your left knee. Going into Ardha Maityandrasana, Lord of the Fishes pose. Right hand behind you on the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Bend the left elbow, hook it over your right knee. Turn and twist. Now notice if your right sit bone is lifting off the floor. Can you ground it down? Can you use the left elbow to push your right knee away as you rotate the spine, looking over your right shoulder? Come back to center, release. Release both legs, come into all fours. And then switching sides. Left knee in the center, right knee comes behind your left. Separate the feet well, and then sit back on the floor. So same options, taking the same option as you did the last time, but also realizing that both sides could be different. So you might be working with different imbalances. That is very, very normal. Keep both sit bones on the floor, both knees are stacked. Inhale, push the palms forward, arms over your head. Actually, we don't have to interlace for this one, just reach the arms over your head. Inhale, full stretch, upper arms behind the ears. Exhale as you hinge forward. Think of pushing the sit bones back as you hinge the upper body forward. Can you try to keep the upper arms behind your ears? Come down more. Breathing, come down more. Breathing, come down more. Now when you can't go anymore, hands touch the floor. And you walk the fingertips forward as much as you can. Allow the neck to relax, forehead to release. Inhale, slowly coming back up, arms over your head, full stretch. And then release. Twist. Place the left foot flat on the mat and make sure your left foot is outside your right knee. Both sit bones on the floor, left hand behind you, behind your spine. Push into the mat to lift. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, right elbow outside your left knee. Turn and twist towards your left. So as you hook the elbow outside your left knee, can you use the right elbow to push the left knee away? As you lift up tall, spine tall, exhale, rotate, turn and twist towards your left. Slowly come back to center and then release. Very good. Come into your downward dog. Full stretch. Knees to the floor, lie flat on your back. Bend your knees into your chest, hug the knees in. Now bring the hands into a cactus shape. So the elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle. Pull the knees closer to your chest and then slowly lower your knees over towards the right, looking over your left. Now as you lower the knees towards your right, make sure that the left shoulder blade doesn't lift. Can you bring the knees higher so that they almost touch your elbow? Can you keep your knees glued together? Can you firm the left elbow heavy on the floor? Not easy. Come back to center, stay. Pull the knees into your chest. And then lower the knees towards your left elbow. So we really want to get the elbow to knee connection as much as you can. Firm the right elbow heavy on the mat as you rotate and twist. So your spine is twisting, knees are twisting, chest is opening up. Breathe deeply. Slowly come back to center. One more time each side. Firm the elbows heavy into the mat and then draw the knees closer towards your chest. Now lower your knees towards the right. Left elbow stays heavy. Firm the left elbow heavy on the floor. Left shoulder heavy on the floor. Stay and hold. Come back to center. Pull the knees in and then lower your knees towards the left. So knees try to touch the left elbow. Try to touch the left elbow without lifting the right elbow up. Knees touch the left elbow, but the right elbow stays heavy on the mat. Good. Slowly come back to center. Knees to chest. Release. Come into happy baby. Full stretch. So releasing the lower back, allowing the shoulder blades to stay heavy on the floor. Soles of your feet touch. Interlace over the outsides of your feet and pull the heels towards your hips as you allow the knees to come forward. So you're in like a diamond butterfly shape. Slowly release both knees into your chest. And then release the feet forward, lying down on the mat for your Shavasana. Allow the shoulders to hug into the mat so your chest stays open. Arms are long, legs are long. Focusing on the breath for a short and quick Shavasana here. Noticing how your spine feels, how your upper body feels, and also your outer hips. So the outside edges of the hips, outer hips, and twists are very much interlinked. Take a few more rounds of breath. Starting to bring movement into your fingertips, into your toes. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you want. Otherwise, bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. And then slowly rolling up into a comfortable seat. Sitting cross-legged, keeping your eyes closed, rest the hands on your knees. With a soft inhale to the top of your chest, exhale, sigh it all out. Again, inhale to the top of your chest, and exhale, sigh it all out. One more inhale, deep breath, and exhale everything out. Bring the hands to heart center, bowing the forehead towards your fingertips. Thank you so much for your energy today, and I hope to see you on the mat next time.